Morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. We're going to go ahead and get started. If you want to go ahead and log on to starfall.com. And then once you're on Starfall, go ahead and go to our calendar. And then once you're at our calendar, go ahead and press play.
Yippee! It's April 2020. Let's make a calendar.
Okay, so go ahead and now click that green sparkly arrow on the bottom right corner. Now we're going to do the days of the week.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
Friday, Saturday. All right, so
what day of the week is it today?
What day of the week is it today? Yeah, it's Tuesday.
Great job.
So today is Tuesday, April 21st, 2020. Okay, and go ahead and click that green arrow on the bottom right corner again. And now we get to
fill in the missing day and date.
Fill in the missing day and date. So we just said it was Tuesday, so I'm going to go ahead and drag Tuesday over.
Tuesday.
And if yesterday was the 20th, that means today will be the 21st.
21st. Great job.
All right, and then once you get those filled in, go ahead and click that green arrow on the bottom right corner. And now, our favorite part of calendar.
Mark any special days this month.
Mark any special days this month. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the official holidays of this month. The 1st of April, so Wednesday the 1st, 2020, was April Fool's Day. And that was a fun holiday where you get to play lighthearted and fun jokes or pranks on your family and friends. So I'm going to go ahead and put a smiley face on there on Wednesday, April 1st, 2020, because that was April Fool's Day. All right, and then I'm going to jump to that next week. And on Thursday, April 9th, 2020, that was Passover. And remember, that was the Jewish holiday that we talked about, and I made some coconut macaroons for. So if you didn't get a chance to learn about Passover, go ahead and go to our Google Classroom. There's a bunch of resources about it on there. So I'm going to put a smiley face on Thursday, April 9th, 2020, because that was Passover. And then on Friday, April 10th, 2020, that was the Christian holiday of Good Friday. And this was the day where they remember that Jesus died on the cross. So I'm going to go ahead and put a smiley face on Friday, April 10th, 2020, because that was Good Friday. Okay, nothing Saturday, but Sunday. Sunday was another Christian holiday, and we know that it was coming up because that Good Friday before usually happens before this holiday. It's Easter. This is, remember, the holiday that people of the Christian faith like to remember that Jesus rose from the dead. So I'm going to go ahead and put a smiley face on Sunday, April 12th, because that was Easter. Okay, now I'm going to hop down to this week, and tomorrow will be a holiday. So instead of doing a social story, we're probably going to do something about this holiday, and this is my favorite holiday, Earth Day. So Wednesday, April 22nd, 2020 was Earth Day, or will be Earth Day. Not was, because it didn't happen yet. Will be Earth Day, and we'll get to talk about how different ways that we can spread awareness on and information on how to keep our Earth healthy and happy for years to come. So I'm going to put a smiley face on Wednesday, April 22nd, 2020, because that will be Earth Day tomorrow. All right, and then our last official holiday of this month will be Friday, April 24th, and this marks the beginning of the Muslim holiday of Ramadan. And so I'll be posting more resources about that on our Google Classroom. I already posted some before, a pretty cool brain pop video if you haven't checked that out. So I'm going to put a smiley face on this Friday, the April 24th, 2020, because that will be the beginning of Ramadan. Okay, so now that I've marked all the official holidays, I am going to go ahead and recognize a few more days. So on Friday, April 10th, 2020, because that was part of a holiday weekend, it was a no school day. So I'm going to put some stars on Friday, April 10th, 2020, because we didn't have school. Okay, and then that Monday as well. So that was another day that got added to our holiday weekend. And so we had no school on Monday, April 13th. So I'm going to put some stars on there. And then one of our friends just celebrated a birthday this past Sunday. So let's go ahead and take a look at our birthday calendar. And we have January, February, March, April, and the 19th was Harry's birthday. Harry's 13th birthday. He is now a teenager. Welcome, Harry. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put a slice of birthday cake on Sunday, April 19th, 2020, because that was Harry's 13th birthday. Okay, so you can continue to mark any other special days you would like this month, but I'm going to go ahead and move on by clicking that green arrow in the bottom right. And now I get to
choose a picture for your calendar.
Choose a picture for my calendar. So since this is the week of Earth Day and the beginning of Ramadan, I'm going to pick that really cool space looking picture because I think that goes really well with our week, and this will probably be the one I pick all week. But this is my picture for the day. You can pick whichever one you would like. All right, and once you pick your picture, go ahead and click that green arrow in the bottom right corner. And hooray, we finished calendar. All right, so let's go ahead and transition to weather. So now's the time to look up the Chico weather. And remember, we always just look at this first information here. And I'm going to go ahead and let's look at the temperature first. So we want to make sure when we have our 3 rectangles here that say temperature, see if it'll show. Here we go. So temperature, precipitation, and wind. So we want to make sure temperature is clicked. And then once you know that you're on the temperature portion, you can go ahead and make that blue box around Tuesday. And so when you have your blue box around Tuesday, so this whole time I realized I have been writing backwards because it looks the right way to me when I'm recording. But when I finally watched one of my videos back and realized that it shows the correct way to you when I watch the recording. So sorry for writing backwards this whole time. That was my fault. I did not realize that. So I'll write normal the normal way that we normally write, and I think it should show the correct way to you when you're viewing this video. So we have a blue box and TUE, short for Tuesday. We have our weather picture. I see a big old sun. That's a good sign. And then we have our two temperatures, our highest temperature of the day and our lowest temperature of the day. So it should look like this. So if you have your blue box, imagine that's a blue box, around TUE, Tuesday, we have our weather picture and our two temperatures. Which one of these temperatures will be our highest temperature in the day? 80 degrees or 53 degrees Fahrenheit? Or you could look at it as which one is closer to 100. Yeah, so if you said 80 degrees Fahrenheit, you are correct. So 80 degrees Fahrenheit will be our highest temperature of the day. So let's take a look on our temperature scale, and 80 should be easy to find because it's a big number. Here we go. 80 is right in the middle of that warm temperature range right here. So it will be warm today. Okay, so if 80 degrees is our highest temperature of the day, that means 53 degrees will be our lowest temperature of the day. So let's take a look at that. So I can find 50 really easily, and I know 53 is between 50 and 55. So I'm just going to start at 50 and count up 3. So 51, 52, 53. And we just made it out of that cold range into the cool temperature range. So it will be a cool temperature tonight. All right, so now that we have looked at our temperature, let's go ahead and look at the precipitation possibilities for today. So that means we want to make sure that we have our box around precipitation here. So we just did temperature, now we need precipitation, and you'll see our blue line is stable, or it's not going like this, it's going, do you remember what that means? We kind of talked about it yesterday in our morning meeting. If not, that's okay, because we're going to go ahead and look up at the top where it says precipitation, humidity, and wind. So it's above where we have our box clicked. So remember, it's right, where is it? Here. There we go. Let me see if you can see, there we go. Precipitation, humidity, and wind. We're going to look at that percentage of precipitation. And mine says 0%, which makes sense because we talked about how yesterday, if that blue line is stable like that and barely goes up at all, then that means there's not likely a chance of rain, which our 0% tells us that it will not rain today. And I'm looking up at the sky right now, and I don't see any rain clouds. I just see some beautiful blue skies and sunny weather. So I don't think it'll rain today. Let's go ahead and check out our wind speeds. So we want to make sure that we have our wind box clicked right here, this last one. So we did temperature, we just did precipitation, and now we're going to do wind. And you'll know you're on there when you see those arrows with the different speeds. But I'm just going to look up at the top where, so we went over our precipitation, so we're done with that. We're going to ignore humidity, and we're going to just take a look at how many miles per hour is our average wind speed going to be today? And I'm seeing 2 miles per hour. So our wind today will be an average of 2 miles per hour. And it does this every time I say the wind starts blowing, which is great because I have some trees right outside my window here. But that'll also be nice because it's going to be a warm day today. So, and having a nice little breeze will feel good. All right. And now we're going to go ahead and compare and contrast our temperatures for today and tomorrow. So we're going to go ahead and make sure there's a box around Wednesday, because tomorrow is Wednesday. So once you have that box, there we go, this box around Wednesday here, we're going to look. So I see WED, short for Wednesday. Then I see our weather type, which is going to be, I see a sun with some clouds covering it. And then I see 2 temperatures, 81 degrees Fahrenheit and 58 degrees Fahrenheit. And today we talked about how 80 is bigger than 53, so we know we can kind of transfer that to tomorrow. So we know that 81 is going to be our highest temperature tomorrow. And let's take a look at, it'll probably still be in the warm temperature range because it's only 1 degree hotter than today. So today will be 80, tomorrow will be 81. It'll still be warm. Okay, but they have different weather types or weather pictures. So today's weather picture was just a big yellow sun. What does that normally mean when we just see the big sun? Yeah, that means it's going to be sunny today. And then tomorrow, so for Wednesday, Wednesday's weather picture is one that we're very familiar with. It's got the sun with 2 clouds covering it. So, do you remember what that means? It's usually our most common type of weather lately. It's partly cloudy. So, now it would be the time where whoever is doing weather would write today's high, which will be 80 degrees Fahrenheit and sunny. And tomorrow will be a high of 81 degrees Fahrenheit and partly cloudy. So here we go. So today, a high of 80 degrees Fahrenheit and sunny. Tomorrow will be 81 degrees Fahrenheit and partly cloudy. So our weather for today and tomorrow. Okay. So now that we've finished our weather, you can continue doing it if you would like. But I'm going to move on to our social story. But this will be, I'm going to upload our social story as a separate post because I need to go meet a parent right now and give them some curriculum. So this will conclude this portion of our morning meeting, but I will be back to record our social story for the day and also upload the Google Slides that go with it. But we're going to start a social story about So we learned how to start conversations. So now we're going to learn about making new friends and good ways to do that. So this will, like I said, be uploaded as a separate video. So this is all I have for this part of our morning meeting, but I hope that you all have a beautiful day. Enjoy this lovely blue-skied, sunny 80-degree day and go do something good for yourself. Get some energy out. All right, more later.